Hey, this video is made for everyone who have the condition to grow and explore and learn. So if you are in your 20s, 30s, just got into the game of exchanging your energy with time and effort, put in the value and getting some result. So this video is for you. Hi, I'm Maui, and in the past 6 years I've been working and learning with entrepreneurs, freelancers, um, people who made cooperative communities, and basically kind of I went through a lot of spectrums throughout the years, just giving myself and others free experience through giving them my time to learn skills and basically to improve my understanding of how this life works. I hope you can hear me well. There is some noises, the window here is open, I'm at the gym, so I just finished working out and just had to make a video. So here it is, here I am. And I will start from the beginning. If you think you're good at something and you wanna try and make something out of what you like, let me tell you that you better not stick to anything that you rather do, because once you get into this zone of actually doing things and making things as your life go, you realize that most of your time gonna be around those things. So for example, if you like wood, you like to, carve, you like to make furnitures, you like to make chairs, whatever, you like to play with wood. So you will probably think to yourself, I should probably be a carpenter, which is not a bad idea, right? But just realizing if you're gonna go through that passion and you're gonna hunt that dream, then, well, you will become a carpenter, more or less. Or you will own a carpentry, which is, bigger than working for somebody, to make things. So that's your kind of intention, that's your desire. And I'm just saying it because a lot of us growing up thinking, what I want to do when I'm growing old and what do I want to become, it's like a big question. And a lot of people tend to stick around with things that they like, but they don't realize that once you get into the zone of make living and make your life around things, you will realize that a lot of the time it's include more time spending on things that you don't like. So if you're hearing this and you have kind of midway decision, I'm like, oh yeah, I better go there, I want to do this, just think about all the things that are required and necessary for you to become anything. So set yourself high goals and don't be afraid to pursue bigger dreams. And yeah, this is for the start, because everything starts with however you perceive and however you believe in yourself, right? So if wood and carpentry, that's your thing, well, great, you got yourself a whole world to explore, and you can probably make amazing things. I'm talking about the desire to have something bigger than doing something specifically that you get at. So for example, I always had a desire and I always had the belief that I can be a writer, right? So I used to write when I was very young, and I used to stick to my writings all of the years. So right now I'm just writing every day. I'm not doing a big thing out of it, I'm just writing. And I think one of the things that make me pursue bigger dreams every day and set myself higher goals is to see how I am actually doing today. And by means, what did I do before that serve and contribute my effort to become who I really want today. So I take these things and I apply it today, and I added some more things that I learned, and I extinct and I get rid of anything that is not getting me closer to my goal and to my desire, which I believe in. So it is kind of an encouraging video for you. If you always thought you want to have your kind of life and your way, and you want to explore different parts of the world in yourself, making new experiences, making new learnings, I say everything is possible, because until this year I used to live with no money, no kind of responsibility. In a way, I had no contracts in anywhere I've been. I was doing free voluntarily work. Some was paid, some was mostly not. I was just exploring what is it take to be a herbalist, what is it take to make a good business, to have working workshops every day in the week. And I realize you don't really have, and I say you better not things that you really want will not stay for long, because once you are into that zone, it will change, right? Once you have the thing that you want, they will flip. So if, for example, your dream is not to work and to chill on the beach and have a margarita, that's totally fine. Well, that's gonna be like fun for 2-3 days, and that's it. And the thing that most of us, I think, kind of getting hard to realize and understand is that if you had already what you want, you wouldn't be even satisfied with everything, because you will want something different. If things came so easy and you immediately got it, right? So I would say go the way you actually feel like, which is mostly things you don't feel like, but it's to make you feel something that you have a good reason for the way you walk, and you have a good way of grasping your experiences, your interaction with the world. And I think that's one of the most important parts, that you know that no matter where you go and no matter where you find yourself, you realize that you got yourself and you invest in yourself, so you become great in whatever you do. And that was always my kind of mental mantra. It's like I was repeating it to myself, that it doesn't matter where I am and it doesn't matter what am I doing. It matters that I am learning and I'm experiencing something I didn't experience. And I did it because I really, really want to know what am I good at. And I'm still looking for things, I'm still looking to develop new skills and to set myself bigger goals, because it seems to be always too easy to just do this and just do the thing that whatever. You gotta try and you gotta explore, and that's the game. And I would highly recommend changing and exchanging these experiences from time to time, because everything is changing, and as well as your mental and emotional state. So every time you feel like being actually every time you want to change things, just stick with it for a little while, because then you really see the truth in it and the truth in you. That's one really good part. Don't change always from thing to things, because then you get a lot of new things but you don't learn. But if you stick with something for a while, then you can learn few things from this experience and this momentum of your being where you are, right? So I want to encourage again, for anyone who is struggling to finding something that they love to do or they want to do, and just accepting the unknowingness of life. And meanwhile, because that's the cost of that is the cost of the way you take and the risks you actually take for anything you do. and you will be rewarded from time, because when you take risk you have a bigger reward chance, right? So taking risk is not necessarily bad. You just gotta know you're ready for time of whatever it is. You're ready to take it all. You're ready to take it in, and that's one of the most strong experiencing I had. No matter where I've been, I gotta stick with myself and with my way, so I can learn something. So don't run away so much. Don't fear to experience pain, and to be honest with yourself and others. But start with yourself, because that's the foundation. Connection, relationships. It's always interesting to see how people relate and how human relates to each other. And I think, from my experience, a lot of the time we choose our companions through feeling safe and wanting to have someone that recognize our thinking patterns and emotional state. So, first of all, every single one of the people I know is very, very precious. There were some assholes, and there were some baddies, but in the overall, I always saw humans as a great companion and great partners for each other to support and relate in many different ways, that I'm really glad that I got into this human experience. And second, it's the way we relate, because we always find that not all of the relation, if not most of them, if not all of them, are actually beneficial, healthy. Most of them are toxic in the end, or you find out in the end it was not truly serving the thing you want to give, the thing you want to show. And I think that's very natural to any human experience. And again, I admire the way we relate, and there is infinite way to relate, and there is many ways to make a friendship. And for me, to make a good friendship is to see and to listen to each other, and seeing each other the way things are, and not the way I think or people think they are to be. I think it's the crucial point, and it's the actual core point of a healthy relationship. And I'm so happy I met anyone I know today, or anyone I met, for me to learn something about myself and to see something that I thought is wonderful. And maybe it was not that for someone else, but I think the communication and the relation showed up that whatever each and one of us is valued is always different, and the thing we see as power is usually measured by other kind of forces or valued differently. And we can all relate, I think, to each and every one of us holding a certain value and essence that nobody knows how did it came to be that way, or how it is. So I think one of the greatest things to know in relationship is to recognize each other's strengths, and to value each other when you can. You should, or that will be great output and input to just say that thing that you think is wonderful and is great. So I was just finishing to say, and that if you can make a relationship and do it as simply as it is, ignore all this these illusionary objects and just focus on what it is, what you give, what it's give you, and focus on the beneficial stuff and essential stuff so you can benefit and just, you know, contribute to that person, because he probably care about you and he probably want to see you grow the best. And if not, just cut the bullshit. You don't owe anyone anything usually, and you don't have to apply to any social obligation whatsoever. So move on if anything doesn't really serve the highest goal that you set. And yeah, it can be also parents, really good friends, or family, you know. It can be all the spectrum. And yeah, you can only know for you. So I wish you can find yourself people that actually care more than you do for your goals, and that want to see you even successful than you want, that even how you see yourself, right? That's ideal. Yeah, I wanna say at least that anything that you will try to do, you will be good at, period, if you are not harming or taking things from others. Like anything you're trying to improve in your life, you will get better. Rather if it's in the gym, getting in shape, or, you know, figure out financial stuff, how to grow, how to find a niche, how to make a profitable business, and how to value your input into things that actually, you know, give the right price for your time and effort. And sometimes it's more than you think. Most of the time people less value what they think they give. So if you can find somehow the middle way to, you know, to make some options for you and to have growing yourself into more opportunities, into a higher states, you just gotta take the risk and try and do it while you don't know what you're doing. And that's the cost of being an entrepreneur, and that's the cost of trying new things and exploring yourself into places you thought you know very well, and now you're facing the unknown. I wish you all the best, and I want to see you grow, and I want to be the one who just share an insight and encourage you to never give up. Thank you for watching. That was Maui Minute. It took me like a couple of minutes, but you know how it is. I wish you all the best in whatever you do, and stay tuned. Peace. Stay peace in your heart, huh? Don't look for it outside of you. See you. Got you. Catch you on the next one.